next big change, which was introduced a little bit earlier, and it is relevant for the gender reassessment. I would say it's relevant to the business law. It's something we haven't covered yet from the previous thing, and is a minor thing from like perspective of the SQE through can be tested too. Is a bigger thing from more practical perspective for those, because anyway, you are going to practice as well. It's about changes to the Consumer Protection by Digital Markets Competition and Consumers Act 2024, which is now fully in force. And in particular, it's dealing with the fake reviews. So, for example, now the world is very much digital. So there's very strict rules as to solicited reviews. It may be indirectly paid by, let's say, if you reduce the price to something, or you give some indirect benefit.
There's a lot of places that will say, we'll give you a 10% discount if you give us 5 stars or something like that.
Yeah, now in the light of that, a lot of activities which done by companies may be reviewed, which actually have this nature of promotions. So misleading presentation is also captured by it. So for example, if you video edit something and you cut in certain bits and actually it is absolutely different than it is, it's like the story about BBC and Donald Trump. So this is actually a fake one as well. So should be careful with cutting any information, including videos or text, anything. Then such a thing as aggregate reviews is when, for example, you compare uncomparable things. So one is selling, let's say, intellectual property rights in something, another is selling absolutely different like item. You can't compare these services. Or let's say if we talk about SQE, in the light of the SQE, one training provider provides just access to materials, others do one-to-one sessions. You can't compare those things, which are completely uncomparable, and give those reviews. And edit reviews, I've already covered that. More important, and this is how it actually steps into business law. So there's obligation on the businesses, especially those who are in control of different platforms made for communication, for social media, etc., as to active steps in regard to those reviews. Starting from that, they have to have clear policies which regulate it. They have to assess the risk, and even if required, take active measures like removing the things. Yeah. So this is very interesting, especially in the light of large platforms. I don't know how they are going to sort it, like Facebook or something. There's so many posts and reviews, etc. there. But the government may impose penalties for non-compliance. Most important, directors in companies may be liable, personally liable, if they don't take the steps.